This Orcust hype train is actually kind of getting a little bit insane. Make sure you guys smash some crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more on content. And this afternoon, pre-sales should begin for Supreme Darkness. We should have the box openings this afternoon, so we'll have a little bit of an opportunity to kind of see how this product is shaping up. And discount code MCO40 over at Kong's is going to save you on your purchase for this set. I am quite interested to see what the prices are going to be for this set. So now back to this Orcust hype train of madness that's been happening out here. If you've not been paying attention to the Orcus cards, each and every day things are kind of getting a little bit more out of hand. And that's really just what it is right now. There's a constant push down from the market right now, constantly absorbing these values, and it's kind of crazy. So you're looking at 129 up to 130 right now on the Harpor. You've got your Galatea coming in at 40, which is not too terrible. You can thank the QCR for existing on this. Your good old Evening Star coming in at about 24. Grisu's coming in about 44. This is the thing that's kind of been like the revolving buyout right now. You know, the fact that we saw this card hitting the original $44 mark, and then all of a sudden, you know, you have the shift around out here in the insanity with this thing. Like, it's actually kind of impressive to me. And because the OCG has been playing this, you know, the TCG has been hammering down, wanting to pick these up as each and every day goes by. So I guess your takeaway with this right now is you've got to be aware what's going on with the Mech Knight stuff. Excuse me, the Orca stuff in general. $20 on the QCR Galatea, which is not bad. Mr. Dingrisu coming in at what? You got a 20, another 20, and then on up to 25 with 14 listings, which is a little bit rough. And then, of course, the Orcus Nightmare itself. These are now up to $8 a copy. That's actually insane. Yeah, on up to $9 to $10. LOL, what? I see that the filter is still broken right now to give us that sales data. So, yeah, that's, I guess, not that surprising. Horse rated returns, these are up to about $9 to $10. Well, it looks heading on up to 11 right now. Once again, I mean, you have a decent amount of these things kind of rotating through. And, of course, it's going to continue to be that way. I mean, hey, getting a free dump of a bad card out of your hand, continue on with combo. Even the reprints are like $6, $7 now. And of course, we saw Symbol Skeletons. These are kind of starting to get out of hand. You got 9 listings on this stupid thing now, heading on up to an even more insane number. That's crazy. And of course, Return, or Crescendo, I'm surprised this thing hasn't hit $4 or $5 yet. Babel coming in at 3 as well, and even the rare Symbol Skeletons are amping up. Welcome to future tier 1, everybody. Diviner of the Herald. So this is not necessarily anything too crazy to think about, but the fact that both versions of Diviner of the Herald in the upper rarity slots have kind of been bouncing around out here is not all that surprising to me. I see $75 right now for this, on up, actually it's 78, on up to 90, and then you're about to hit 100 out here. But guess what? This is also from About as a Legend Terminal Revenge set. So, you know, any sort of time that we have this out here, you know, you got another little push up actually happening. And then we got your OTS Alti out here. Good news, everybody. You can buy an OTS Alti for lowest verified. It's coming in about 15 for light play, on up to 16, which really is not all that bad. Yeah, you've got sales data all across the board here at the $15 mark, which is perfectly acceptable if you're somebody wanting to rush out here and pick up Diviner. So I approve, actually. At least, you know, you have one higher rarity that's a little bit higher, but then on the same note here, you know, you still got some value displacement for this. The mighty Dragon Master Magi. Everybody is starting to speculate that this card's getting a reprint here very, very quickly. Konami's not going to want to, you know, let this one go. You know, and you can already tell, you know, you hit that $900 mark. You had the cycle of the $1,000 sales. Right now, I see you got one for $824, a solid $840 here, the way it looks. And then we rush on up to about $850, and then, you know, you slam the wall back at $1,000. Probably people are wondering why their $1,000 copy that they've listed hasn't actually moved yet. Well, I also love the fact that, you know, can't pull up the sales data on this one. But, okay, I see you. Yeah, I'm still gonna say the same thing. Like, it's a nice looking card in quarter century, but I'm not spending $1,000 on this thing in order to, have a quote unquote nicer card. Now, crossover breakers. Oh boy. This set in general is an absolute train wreck, to be honest with you. And it's still going to be a train wreck because, for a deck build pack that really shifted things up. Also, I see we have White Rabbits on the market. 240s, 255, with market price 260. We got some Malice and Undergrounds populating. Got one here for 180. Okay, deck is finally doing its thing. EX Risals, I see we got some very cheap listings here. Dreadnator coming in at 125. That's still one of the fastest falling cards in the game's history. Ice coming in at 110 now. Sword coming in at 80. Holy crap, he fell. Heart Scripter, 110. And then, of course, Dormouse coming in at 120. I was told to check eBay. Evidently, some of these have been floating around on eBay for the $90 mark, which is good. Duo Drive, $80. Of course, boxes of sets still holding at 86, which is very surprising, actually. But, I mean, when you got a big major payoff in this set, it really does help out. Yeah, 91s across the board here. Chessy Cats, still about $77. Got the Malice and Underground coming in at 60. We got the MTP 07, yeah, $46. Worst card you could actually pull in the set. Meanwhile, Mr. Solse Mistva, still about $40. I've actually not seen one of these in person. I'm actually kind of curious to know what they look like. And of course, regular Dormouses or White Rabbits coming in at 40s. Red Ransoms coming in at 36s. EXs, 36. And of course, Field Spells, still about $35. Still trucking on along here. Nothing too major. Swords, I mean, you can get these for $30 now. If you're like a mid-rarity upgrade kind of person, that's actually not bad. Like, I'll take that. Ices, it's still like $24. Nothing really major. 20s on those. Dead Namers, $23 for the CR. $20 on regular swords. Crosses, $20. I mean, sure, free rarity upgrade. It's not like you need a lot of them. And Kaiba, if you're still looking for 3G stuff, a little bit easier to get. Okay. All right, shifting on along here. Centurion cards. Even though Centurion's not been doing, too crazy right now on the flip side of things, I still think you gotta be a little bit aware of what's going on. Though I will say, Legatia's dropping down to 51's a little bit nuts. $50 on the stand-ups. Ugh. 42s now on Oxwillas. And then we got Primeras at 40s. Trudea's 45s now. And Wake Up's 27. Emeth coming in about 10 to 11. Legatia about 13. And then, of course, $8-9 on the Valiant Smashers version of Trudea. So we've got value. $8 on these. The Secrets coming in at 7s as well. Poor Chimeria. Only a $7 card. That's so disgusting. But, well, I guess that's what we can kind of expect with this. Somebody told me to bring up their investment of Chaos Dragon Legionnaires for this market watch. You want to know what I have to say? There was a time that I do believe that this card was really, really good and it was going to kind of withstand the test time. I think the card's great. $17, $18, $19 here, heading on up to 20. Now, I mean, looking at our friends down here, Chaos Emperor still a little bit of money. Delidurus, kind of worth nothing. Brotar also kind of fading down. But in terms of what this card once was, they don't really move. Hey, you got a little bit of sales data, maybe 1-2 a day, but it's nothing too major. So yeah, this was not a good solid pickup in the long term. And then of course, Harmonix Synchro Fusion. I don't know if you've been paying too much attention to this. So just the ultras down here coming in like $2 to $3. I feel like I missed something with this. For this card to be ramping up at like the $3-ish mark, but these collector's rares on the other hand here are at $7, and you've got a decent amount of these just kind of floating around on today's market. So I don't know, maybe you do want to keep an eye on this card. It does kind of check the marks for might do something a little bit crazy, but I mean, like, that's kind of how the market tends to work with these things. So remember, later today, discount code MCO40 over on Kong's Cards is going to save you on your purchase for everything you are going to need for Supreme Darkness. It's a lot of info is going to be piping out. I'm very curious on what the other exclusives are going to be for this set. But from what we're looking at here, I think it's going to be quite interesting. So please, comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Peace.
Patrons!
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.